Welcome to Alaya, place of the consciousness. Vasari naktaso neri venatsatori neratatsu neri nasakchura mache nachacho machache jirato sativatsolatu neha sadhu. My mind is the consciousness. My body is the consciousness. My life is the consciousness. So, what does it mean? What is the consciousness? We can say it is the all that is. It doesn't take the place of God or any other divine teacher. It really is all of that. It's all inclusive. So, as we become aware, as I became aware, the presence, I called it Ishvara, but that's just a name also. But to realize that your mind intellect is the consciousness, your body is the consciousness, your life is the consciousness. So when we look at that, we ask this question, what are we doing with that? Is it still stuck in beliefs and concepts and conditioning of the past? Or is it moving into a greater expanded awareness of life itself? The consciousness and life, same thing. We define it as the consciousness to remove it from the arena of beliefs, concepts, and conditionings, which there are so many, varied beliefs of all sorts. But this is not that. The consciousness is not a belief, and neither are you. When you awaken to your true self, you recognize the consciousness, the whole of it. It's not just being conscious. The consciousness is a power, an energy, and all that is an expanded moment, past, future, and present. That's a big job in a way. But to release oneself from the long-held beliefs and conditioning of your life is what's necessary to move on. Letting go. Letting go of the ailments of the body, the programming, all of it. Because that has no place in the consciousness. The consciousness is every place in that. But it is not limited by the frailty of the body, the problems or the disease. Those are side things. They are unimportant when one realizes what they are. When you realize you are the consciousness, you transcend the very body itself. Doesn't mean you're going to escape it, but it means that it will not be a problem to you. You'll recognize certain things going on and say, oh, that's just that. We've always been taught to have great fear of things happening to the body and to the world. And indeed, we can look out there right now and have great fear about where things are going. But that too is the consciousness. You may not understand it, but you allow it. I don't understand the awakening other than it happened. And the consequences of that was a great life change. Even difficulties in speaking, I had an accent to it. But I see that was the way of consciousness to keep me in that place, to be aware that I was no longer what I was, that something changed. And in the world around us, it tries to force you back into the belief of who you are. So that change allowed me to hold onto that transformation. The transformation that took place and continues to take place. There's always opening to more. There's more to it. It went beyond what it was in the beginning, and it continues to go beyond it. And the reason? It is simply to be the presence of the consciousness and to show the way, to encourage the way, to inspire the way for all those who care to listen. It may be difficult for people because it's hard to recognize that there could be such a thing present as form. All of our beliefs and concepts was about the other, something outside of ourselves, tucked away in some other place. And hopefully, if we're good, if we obey the rules, we can get to that place. But my friends, the place is here. There's no other place to go. You create your own reality moment by moment. And thus far, your reality has been created by your beliefs and the conditioning. Embracing the consciousness that you are, embracing the consciousness that is all of life, assists you in changing your whole attitude, your whole way of being. You don't lose your memories, but your memories take a second place to the present, to what is happening in this moment. To allow this is the most important thing you can do, is simply to allow the consciousness to be in its rightful place in this human body. It is. It's part of the whole system. All the organs and tissues, all of that is opening up itself to transcendence. Transformation is taking place moment by moment. That is the purpose of the consciousness. It has taken the place of all beliefs, conditioning, and concepts of the past. It is an awakening of the planet. It is an awakening to all of the universe. Everything is now in this moment. So what you make of this in this moment is what you create from the consciousness that you are. When you lay aside the beliefs and concepts that block you, but those are not powerful. The only power is the consciousness. The only existence is within the consciousness. We like to imagine that, oh, this could happen or that could happen, but nothing happens outside of the realm of the consciousness. Everything is part of it. And it doesn't mean that we like it, but it is what is. It's taking place. So when you can embrace that, it becomes easier for you. You see through the descriptions and the fear and all the games that are being played in this world, you really kind of become the game master. You see right through it. The consciousness is about mastering the self, not controlling, but mastering. Mastering is working at all the parts and pieces and bringing them together. It's like putting a puzzle together. In the box, a jigsaw puzzle looks very confusing. You probably wouldn't even pick it up if it wasn't for the picture on the outside. So, do we have a picture of the consciousness on the outside? Well, you do. Since the awakening, I have been the example of what the consciousness is and how it works and the experiences of it, moment by moment. It has changed life totally. I see things totally different than what the intellect believes. I see things totally different than what the body believes. I see things totally different than what life believes. In the consciousness, there's no belief. There's only the actuality of letting go and becoming the consciousness itself in every aspect of your life. People may think you're strange, but really, they think we're strange anyway, so what's the difference? Because we don't fit into the beliefs and programs and conditioning of others. You may try to conform yourself to that, but then you're losing something very precious, something very real, something very absolute from within yourself. So let go. Release yourself into the fullness of the consciousness as it is in this moment. Release yourself from the past. Forgive yourself. Listen to the heart of your being. The consciousness is the heart, the center of all things. And the mind listens to it when you awaken to the total possibility of this physical body. So we're becoming more and more, moment by moment, as we allow. And there may be some resistance from the past. The body has these programs. The body has this program of dying. Well, who knows? The consciousness does not die. It transforms. It does not die. So when you wake up, you're free of all the fear of the things of the world. You see clearly through that. You see the games that people are playing in this world. They're playing games with the environment. They're playing games with people, livelihood. They're playing games. They are not the game master. The consciousness is the game master. And so nothing can take place outside of that. It's difficult to understand. But sometimes things need to be shook up before they can be reassembled. So wake up. Be who you are in this moment. You are the consciousness. Your mind, your body, and your life.
Chandra says, wow, beautiful no song.
Yeah, no so. I didn't know if I could do that or not.
Anand Slava say thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
And Todd says, so nice to hear you sing again. And thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for your love and your support as I love and support you in your becoming.